Today we are talking about the most important thing, that is sleep, which I didn't have last night. And we're going to be discussing about things that affect sleep, things that will help you improve your sleep. And let's go.
So sleep mein, I mean I've seen a lot of teenagers, they are struggling to sleep, or even if they're sleeping, उनको
No.
deep sleep nahi aa raha hai.
Number one question, is sleep important and how
Yes.
many hours is recommended?
I would say minimum 8 hours. And a lot of teenagers and people who have a lot of work related to their brain functioning, they even need minimum of 9 hours. And I know a lot of people say, nahi hum to 6 घंटे सोते हैं, 7 घंटे सोते हैं, we are fine. I would ask that question, taking your cup of coffee of the
Yeah.
morning, and then ask if you're fine.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not sleeping enough, and they are covering that with their tea, coffee, Red Bull, Sting, whatever energy drinks they are having with caffeine in it.
Yeah.
And if you remove that tea and coffee or Red Bull or energy drinks with caffeine, they'll understand that they have not slept well in the night.
I know some people who, as soon as they wake up, this one guy, he would take Red Bull. As soon as he woke up, he would drink a can of Red Bull.
This goes very much in our gym industry, and the people who are going to the gym, the supplement industry has convinced everyone that taking pre-workout is so normal and everyone should be taking a pre-workout, and then that's where the caffeine tolerance builds up.
Yeah.
A pre-workout would have a minimum of 200 mg to 300 mg of caffeine, and every person who is going into the gym is convinced by the so-called bodybuilding trainers or supplement industry that taking pre-workouts is common and normal, and everyone should be taking a pre-workout.
Yeah.
Even a beginner who doesn't do even more than 50 bodyweight squat, they should be taking a pre-workout and coming to the gym. If not pre-workout, then at least 2 cups of black coffee.
Yeah.
So that builds up your caffeine tolerance. And then once it starts from there, you need that caffeine throughout the day. You need that caffeine to wake up and function. You need that caffeine to...
When you don't get, then you also have a crash.
you have a crash.
You have a crash, then you
have
feel
a
sleepy,
crash.
then you're like, why am I feeling sleepy? Then you need one more cup of coffee.
You need one
just to
more
wake
cup
your...
of coffee, and then more and more and more caffeine builds up. The more and more, you'll feel low and sleepy and groggy and feel like a zombie when you're not taking any coffee or tea.
How can one, if somebody is addicted to caffeine, how can they
First,
get rid of
they need to understand and accept that they are addicted to coffee.
Number
Okay.
one is acceptance.
No, I haven't seen a single person who accepts that they are addicted to coffee or tea. Even our parents, they drink 6 cups of tea in a day, and when we say that you are addicted to tea, they don't accept that they are addicted to tea.
Yeah.
So addiction, when it's common around you, they
Yeah.
make it normal. But then they forget, common is not normal.
Yeah.
Just because something is common, so just because everyone is having 6 cups of coffee around you, not
Doesn't mean-
necessarily is normal.
Yeah. Office culture also, especially everybody wants to, as soon as they wake up, they want to have their cup of coffee and the Starbucks and all this brand. They keep promoting that, having a cup
The
of
coffee industry wants you to keep having coffee because it's good for them, not necessarily it's good for you.
Yeah.
We Indians never used to have tea or coffee.
Also, hot and cold coffee. How is there any? What's up?
There's no difference in hot and cold coffee. There's just one thing. When people are having hot coffee, they normally have in those plastic cups. So they're having one more toxin coming into the body from the microplastics in the plastic cup.
Correct.
So that is just one additional damage that they're doing to the body. Otherwise, caffeine is caffeine. Your body recognizes caffeine, and it gets the problem is the caffeine.
So people who drink cold coffee are slightly less stupid, but they are both stupid.
Yeah. So
Okay.
then you were asking me how we can help
Reduction.
someone who is already addicted to caffeine. So first they need to address this and understand that they are addicted to caffeine.
Yes.
How would that happen? Don't have caffeine for 1 or 2 days. You'll see. If you are feeling groggy, lazy.
What can they have? Any other food that they can consume that will also keep them energetic, natural food in place of coffee? They would want to have something else like a replacement.
You tell me as a nutritionist, what are the vitamins and minerals required for energy synthesis?
They can have some healthy carbs.
So for your
dates,
body
bananas.
requires food
Yeah.
in form of macronutrient like carbohydrate, protein, fat, everyone knows that, and then
Yeah.
your body needs micronutrients to convert that food into energy,
Yes.
ATP.
Yeah.
What are the micronutrients? Your B vitamins and your zinc and your iron and your
Yes.
creatine and all the things that your body needs to convert that food into
Yeah.
energy that your body recognizes as energy. So simple. If you're having low energy, or if you are having low energy or low mood, or if you're not able to focus or concentrate, go for blood test. Understand that there are some or other vitamins and minerals that your body is deficient in,
Yeah.
which is very common because these days we are eating food just for taste.
Taste.
We are not eating it for nourishment.
Entertainment also. People want to see the
That's
the
called-
fire. You know,
yeah,
it's like a show when they bring the food, and there is no. Restaurants don't make food according to your macro and micronutrients
Nutrient
needs.
requirements, yeah.
They don't. This is it's all about
Nature
taste.
makes.
How good
Restaurants
can
don't.
it be on Instagram? How aesthetic it is? How tasty it is? You know, how fancy can you make this?
How much emotions that food can suppress?
Yes.
Emotions mean everyone these days is bored or sad or depressed or anxious or having some or other emotion that they want to suppress, and what is the easiest way
How
to
much
suppress?
sugar can we add? This guy is depressed.
What
Let's
is
add
what is
sugar.
the easiest way to suppress an emotion? Easiest way.
Get them
Difficult way is to get a drug. Easiest way is to eat something unhealthy or drink coffee.
yeah.
Coconut water and salt. Electrolytes would help. Protein would help.
For sure.
Electrolytes would help.
Okay, that is food is one covered, and screens, right? Do you think we are adapting to screens, or we are not meant to? How can one know? So, of course, we know. Everybody knows that screens affect sleep. How does nutrition come into play in this?
Sorry, repeat that question again. I couldn't get it.
Sleep is affected by screens. We all know that.
First, we need to get at the basics of that.
Yeah.
How do you feel sleepy? Your body, your body makes a hormone, melatonin.
Melatonin. Yes.
Melatonin makes you feel sleepy.
Correct.
Okay. Now, how is melatonin made in the body?
Through sun.
Yeah. So there is a circadian rhythm in the body. There is
Yes.
a SCN in our brain, which is governed by lighting.
SCN stands for. SCN.
SCN. There is a short term for something which I'm not able to recall.
Okay.
But SCN is there in the brain, and it's regulated by lighting. Any kind of lighting.
Yeah.
We are sitting in the natural lighting in the sun, but is also affected by the artificial lighting in the home, the LEDs, the bright
From the phone.
LEDs, the bright LEDs. Like earlier in the villages and all, when the light was invented, there used to be warm light, like that yellow bulb,
Yes. Yeah.
the incandescent yellow bulb. You
now
know.
we have asylum white lights.
Yeah. Now we have asylum white lights. So it does two things. It makes your brain think that it is still day, and it blocks a lot of melatonin,
Yeah.
so you're not feeling sleepy. It also raises your cortisol. Now cortisol and melatonin works opposite.
Cortisol is a
Ideally-
stress hormone.
Yes, it's not just a stress hormone. It also cortisol is required to wake you up. Like when you wake up in the morning, it's
right.
cortisol that wakes you up.
Yes.
But if it is getting fired at the wrong time, if you're in the elevated cortisol even at the night time, when your body
You
should
won't
not
sleep.
be, you would be feeling alert and active, but also stressed because of the elevated cortisol, which it should not be at that time. Melatonin should be up, cortisol should be
should be
low,
down.
but because you're doing things which elevates the cortisol, you're not allowing your melatonin to go up.
So in the morning, then probably melatonin should be low and cortisol should
And
be
so
high.
that's what's happening. In the morning, you're feeling sleepy and groggy and like a zombie. You want to sleep all day. And at the night, when you should be sleeping, you're not able to sleep because your cortisol is up and your melatonin is not enough. So one reason is you're not in the right environment. You're not in the right lighting around you. You should be in the morning. You should be in the sun, outdoor in the sun, so that your cortisol raises up and your melatonin levels
Should be down.
should be down. And at the night, you should be like how our ancestors used to be, like how still some people in the village they are now. Like after the sunset, they don't have the artificial white light. The max to max that they have is the incandescent yellow bulb or the natural lighting from the fire, candles, fire, or that lamp that used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this doesn't affect your melatonin much. The yellow light or the orange light or the red light doesn't affect your melatonin much. What affects the most is the blue light, green light, and the light coming from your phone and devices and the laptop screens and the television screens and the LED panels that you have at the home. All the LED white lights. So one small easy hack to do is, at least if not avoiding phones or screens completely, install the blue light blocker applications into your phone, or maximize the intensity for devices which already have that.
Yeah.
They have the nighttime feature, or different devices have it with a different name, but it gets automatically turned on. If it does not get automatically turned on, you go into the settings and on that feature, so that your phone screen turns yellowish, orangish, and turn it to the max intensity, so that after the sunset automatically your phone lighting gets low.
I was thinking about this hack when it in regards to the lights in the house, right? You have lights, if you don't want to change them, just get a yellow cover, just like wrap it around the bulb. Maybe that will give you the, as long as you get like warm,
As soon
as close to the sun as possible. That also is cheap
So
hack.
this is one thing. I mean, you change your phone setting or your laptop or screen settings and make the screen yellowish.
Yes.
Make it at the night time, whatever the feature your phone has.
One
If
more
you
thing.
have more work that cannot be avoided at night before your sleep, if you cannot avoid the main work, invest in a pair of blue light blocker glasses.
Yes.
You've seen a lot of celebrities wearing those orange glasses. No, it's not just for style and fancy. It's actually those orange glasses, authentic blue light blocker glasses, not something your regular chashma wala will sell you. I need to take this call here.
Commercial break.
Hello.
Please buy Ruskin Bond, a little book of friendship. I shall read you a quote from this book. If I had to choose between betraying my country and betraying my friend, I hope I should have the guts to betray my country. Who for any fault, whatever, fosters his own body less. Once a friend, forever. However, he transgress.
6534.
Fondle them the first 5 years, beat them the succeeding 10.
उस पे
On
कॉल
their
करके
cheeks,
वो घर पे
when
हैं, वो
down
आपको ये
appears,
ऑर्डर दे देंगे.
treat your sons as friends
ठीक है,
and
टिफिन
men.
है, वो आप ले आइए. एग्जैक्ट
No words heal better than the silent company of a friend.
ठीक है, एड्रेस पे आ जाने के बाद आपको.
This book is all about friendship. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? Says Abraham Lincoln. Rabindranath Tagore says, God grows weary of great kingdoms but never of little flowers. And the last one, when the characters of a man is not clear to you, look at his friends. And we are back. And the third thing is, does exercise or working out helps sleep?
Does, but also negatively can impact. Like
How?
a lot of people, they don't know
Please
this,
elaborate.
but they might have experienced this. Exercise makes you alert and active,
Yep.
but also if you do it too close to the bedtime, it can make you alert and active at the wrong time. So if someone is already having any sleep issues or insomniac problems, they should not be doing any major physical activity or like any intense physical activity too close to their bedtime. Because at that time you don't want your cortisol or all the adrenaline, all the hormones to make you active and alert. So ideally you should do it in the morning or in the afternoon or early evening, not too close at the bedtime.
Sleeping pills. I want to fall asleep and I have a lot of stress in my life.
Normally sleeping pills.
Can I take sleeping pills?
Sleeping pills, okay, now what they do is they'll increase a neurotransmitter called GABA. GABA, GABA.
GABA.
Alcohol does the same thing.
Okay.
Now, someone's taking a sleeping pill is like taking alcohol for sleep. It might work for short term, but then the more and more you get dependent on it, you'll have to keep increasing the dosage. Like you cannot be taking a sleeping pill and maintain the dosage for their life, or
You have
stop
to keep
it.
increasing the dosage.
You'll have the doctors or the person himself understand that the dosage keeps on increasing, just like alcohol. Like initially you need 1 peg or 2 peg to get high, but then slowly you need more and more to get high. And when you don't have it, you'll feel more anxious or you'll feel more insomnia. So sleeping pill, they have their role prescribed by doctors. You cannot take a sleeping pill without a prescription. It has to be prescribed by a doctor, and it's for very few people in emergency purpose.
Yeah.
Like someone who is not able to fall asleep regardless of anything and everything, and they need to fall
Somebody
asleep,
went through a
or else
major-
it can cause some damage to their brain. For them, sleeping pill is given. But ideally, that should also be tapered down.
Yeah.
There are natural things that can increase your GABA. There are some vitamins and minerals which can increase your GABA. Like you can take magnesium, you can take glycine, you can take some collagen, natural or from food. Like you can take bone broth, or you can take some collagen supplements.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that can increase your, and meditation helps a lot.
Yes.
And
People usually find meditation. They can start with breath work.
Yeah. I mean, the most easiest thing, the most simplest and easiest things are the most ignored.
Yes. They want fancy solutions.
They want fancy solutions in a pill.
Everybody
So the
wants
most
fancy
simple and
solutions.
easiest thing is just sit and do some meditation. It will help you calm down and relax, and yeah. And then I mean, if you're really having a sleep problem, instead of going for a pill, I can give you a natural solution as well,
Yeah.
which you should not rely for your entire life, but can help. That's called valerian root.
Valerian?
Valerian root. That is a natural Ayurvedic herb. You can steep it in a tea form, or you can take supplement for that. That helps
Yeah.
really well for someone having serious sleep issues, like serious insomnia.
So they can use valerian herb to replace their sleep pills.
Yes. I've tried doing with a few patients or clients of mine who are already taking sleep medicines and still not falling asleep.
And
So,
is it
Valer-
available in local
Yes, it's
stores?
available on Amazon. You don't need a prescription for that. That's a natural Ayurvedic herb, very effective, very potent.
Not sponsored.
Because we are not saying the name of the brand, but any brand works well.
Yes.
And better is to take it in a tea form. It's more potent and more effective. But ideally, that also you should not be relying for your entire life. You should be working on the root cause. Why are you not falling asleep, or why you are not able to stay asleep? If you are not able to fall asleep, that's normally because your body's circadian rhythm is messed up. You are waking up at the wrong time. You are sleeping at the wrong time. You are watching lights. You are in the light at the wrong time. You are being in the artificial lighting at the wrong time. Or you are not tired enough, or maybe your body is having some nutrient deficiencies. Commonly, it is related with your magnesium, calcium. Magnesium and calcium play an important role in your sleep.
Yes.
So you try fixing those vitamins and minerals deficiencies. Vitamin D plays an important role. Everyone is vitamin D deficient these days.
Yes.
So you go for a regular blood checkup done and see if you are having any vitamin mineral deficiency. First you fix that.
The other day we spoke about vitamin D. We get from the sun, and to absorb it, we need magnesium in the body.
Yes.
And
enough cholesterol. Enough cholesterol in the body.
Enough cholesterol. Yeah. For fat, good fat.
Magnesium,
sodium, magnesium,
and vitamin D.
calcium.
Vitamin D.
Yeah. Vitamin D. A combination of the.
And vitamin D also. A lot of people take vitamin D supplements. Ideally, you should not be taking them at the night. You should be taking them in the morning.
Yeah. And Valerian,
you can take it before your bed. You can steep it in a tea form, like you can just put few valerian pots in a hot water, let it steep for 10-15 minutes.
Can they put it in the green tea?
Green tea will have a little caffeine in it, so again I would not advise to take it in the before.
Just like boiled water and just put that.
Yeah. Just hot water, not boiling water, hot water. Boiling water will destroy the properties of valerian.
Yeah.
So just hot water, you put some valerian in it and let it steep for 10-15 minutes, and then you can drink it. This is for some serious people who are having serious insomnia issues. Otherwise, you don't need to take valerian. And if you are having chronic stress, if you are having chronic elevated cortisol, if you are having a lot of panic, anxiety all the times, then you can even consider taking ashwagandha. Ashwagandha has been famous for all the wrong reasons than the thing it has been actually used for or has been used for. A lot of people taking ashwagandha for testosterone boosting properties. It doesn't have much testosterone boosting properties. It doesn't have direct testosterone boosting properties. The main property ashwagandha has is to lower your cortisol. Now, lowering your cortisol may elevate your testosterone a little bit, but the main properties ashwagandha has is to lower your cortisol.
Yes, and that will help you sleep.
That's why again, ashwagandha is not to be taken for everyone. If you already have low cortisol, if you already have a normal cortisol, you are sleeping well for 8 to 9 hours, if you don't have stress in your life, if you take ashwagandha, it might be more harm for you. It might lower your cortisol more. And then you have...
That's even bad. If like even
Your body needs a fine balance of everything. It's not cortisol is a stress hormone. It's bad for everyone. You should not be having cortisol at all. If you don't have cortisol, you won't be able to function. You won't be able to think. You won't be able to have your mental alertness. You won't be able to wake up. cortisol is very much required, but there has to be a fine balance of all the neurotransmitters, your cortisol and melatonin, serotonin and dopamine. Like last time we discussed about dopamine, it's not that dopamine is entirely bad, you don't need dopamine. No, you need to have a fine balance of everything in your head. So, ashwagandha can be used for someone having serious stressed phase of their life. It should not be used entire life. Ashwagandha can cause serious liver damage if used for too long. So, use it. Understand it is a herb, it is used for it has some Ayurvedic properties, very potent, but only if known when to use, how much to use.
Correct.
Warm milk, our parents and grandmother, they used to tell us warm milk. Now it has scientific properties, it has two things. Warm milk has calcium, so calcium helps you calm down and helps you sleep. It also has a amino acid called tryptophan. Tryptophan is a precursor of serotonin. To melatonin. So, tryptophan, if you take it, it is found in milk, high amounts in other food also, but milk has a lot of tryptophan. So, tryptophan can help you synthesize serotonin and melatonin. So, again, make you feel sleepy and good.
And also, it's a protein that takes a lot of time to digest, like 6 hours or so. And while you sleep, it'll digest and help you recover.
I mean, warm milk can help you immediately feel calm and relaxed and make you feel sleepy. Try, what do you say, time and tested thing that our parents and grandmothers have done it. So this is what we can use for if you are already having insomnia. But still, coming back to why it started because you are not having a fixed sleep routine. Now imagine you are in a school. Imagine like you are that ringmaster, that ghanti wala, who needs to
ring the
bell for after every class, and when the school starts, when the school ends, you have to ring that bell. Imagine that you are given a different time every day. Sometimes you are told to ring the bell at 7, sometimes the school starts at 9, sometimes the school starts at 11, sometimes the school ends at 1, sometimes the school ends at 3. Won't you be confused when to do what?
Children will
when to start, when to end the school, when to do what class, when to have the lunch break. It will be all messed.
Chaos.
Same thing happens with your brain. If you are not sleeping or waking up at a fixed time every day, your body is all confused. When to release what hormone, when to release cortisol, when to release melatonin. Your body doesn't have a fixed clock. It's all confused and messed up. That's why you're feeling sleepy at odd timings and you're not feeling sleepy at the night. Have a fixed
routine.
Sleep and wake up routine, very important. And as soon as you wake up, try to be out in the outdoor lighting, in the natural sun. Even if there is no sun, be outdoors. Your body circadian rhythm will set itself. And avoid a lot of artificial blue lighting, white lighting after the sunset. And if it is not at all possible, then consider wearing a blue light blocker glasses at least.
The other day, I was speaking to my friend. She sleeps by 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, right? And there is this one time around 5ish is, even if they don't sleep the whole night, around 5 if something happens, you naturally tend to fall asleep. You just feel tired and exhausted. At 5ish, people usually fall asleep. And as a Muslim, I wake up at that time. And that's when we are supposed to wake up and pray, because that's the hardest time to be. It's difficult to wake up at that time.
In our Hindus, we call it Brahma Muhurtam. And at around 4 a.m. we call it Brahma Muhurat. They say it's the time when the gods wake up. That's the time your earth vibrational energy is highest, and you should be doing meditation at that time.
Correct.
To connect with the god vibrational energy.
But if you sleep at that time, then of course your body
will... You are missing on that. But also, what's the whole purpose of sleep for a human?
To recover, to
recover and rejuvenate, right? To heal your body. For that also there are some hormones which do that. Human growth hormone, everyone have heard.
Yes.
All those good hormones, human growth hormone and all the hormone which your body used to heal itself and repair itself, scientifically most of it is released in the early hours of sleep. So if a person sleeps at 12 or 1 or 2, even though he or she sleeps for 12 hours, they won't feel fresh and active, their body won't repair enough. In comparison to a person who sleeps by 9 and wakes up at 4 or 5. Even though they are sleeping less hours, they feel fresh and active and repaired when they wake up. the recovery would be better when they wake up. Because those early hours of sleep, the 9 to 2, is where the magic happens. That's where your body secretes those all the good hormones and repair your body, and your brain repairs and your body recovers and everything happens. So if you're missing those early hours of sleep,
Yeah.
there is no much benefit of you sleeping.
I recommended this to my friend. So she sleeps late. So I told her, even if you sleep at 3 or 4, just set an alarm to wake up around 8ish. Just one day, even if you get less hours of sleep, 3-4 days, try not to sleep throughout the day. Just wake up. Even if you're tired,
Yeah,
just
even
go
that
through
will
the
take just 1 or 2 days for
one
your
day.
body to set up.
One day, if you just sleep by 10, 11 and 9, 10, any appropriate time, and from the next day you will wake up early and you will be refreshed the whole day, and your clock will set. People try to force themselves to sleep. Sleeping is much harder. Waking up is actually easier than sleeping.
I'll
forcefully.
just take a small break
And-
again,
No,
and we'll be
we'll
back
end-
within a minute again. We'll end it.
We'll end it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and